All right, everybody, what should you check before riding a motorcycle? Okay, so let's say you have a motorcycle already and you are just kind of like, you know, just practicing. You just barely started. You're doing your smart rider drills right here. And you're like, okay, well, I just keep hopping on my motorcycle, not really doing anything other than putting my gear on and going. Well, that can get you in trouble because there's wear and tear, obviously. Okay, there's wear and tear on a motorcycle. And one of the biggest ones that gets used up and abused are your tires. Okay, that's contacting the ground. You're going to either run over gravel, nails, or whatever it is. It's going to change the pounds per square inch inside the PSI, the air, depending on the day, depending on if you hit a hard bump and got a little bit of air come out. I know some of them are tubes, but if you have spoked wheels, it's not a tubed bike. What you should be checking before getting on a motorcycle is just do a quick walk around. Let's say that this right here is the front tire, and this is the rear tire. So I'm just coming out of here. I got all my gear, and I'm just walking up to my motorcycle. I'm just going to do a quick look. No sidewall damage. No sidewall damage. It doesn't look low, but I don't know, so I'm going to get my PSI gauge, and I'm just going to continue walking. So I'm going all the way around. Pretend I went all the way around. And now I'm looking at this side, and I'm looking at this side. I'm looking, like I said, for that sidewall damage, if there's any cracks or anything like that. And while I'm walking around, I'm doing a walk around. That's what it's called. I'm seeing if there's any type of shiny gray objects on the black tire. And that's going to be, you know, a nail or a rock or something that's going to be embedded in there. And if I see that, I don't want to pull it out. I'm just going to kind of wait a little bit. I'm going to get some soapy water, spray on it. And if it starts bubbling out, that means there's some air leakage, just a little bit. And yeah, so we're going to have an issue. We're going to replace that tire or at least plug it. I'm not going to show you how to do that here with these boxes. But that's what I do. I check that. And then after I do my walk around, the visual inspection, I'm going to get more data and I'm going to pull out that PSI gauge and check each tire. If the tire is low or too high, it's typically going to be lower than what you want. What I'm doing is I'm basing it not on the sidewall of the tire and what it says max PSI, let's say 35 or whatever. What I'm doing is I'm looking at the stem, the triple tree of the motorcycle, right where the handlebars are, and it should have where the VIN is, the pressure, the PSI that is recommended for the front and rear tire. That is what I am pumping up the tires to, not the max PSI, but what is recommended on that little spot. Okay, so check your motorcycle, see if there's what your PSI is. Do a quick look around right now. If you find anything crazy, I don't know, don't go riding. But that's just one thing out of a check that you should be doing. You should be checking your suspension, see if there's any fork oil leaking. You need to check your brakes, see if they're getting all worn down. You want to check your electrical, you want to check your fluids and everything. But the biggest one for me is I just walk up, do a visual inspection, got my PSI. Everything looks good. Everything looks good. No gray. No like nails. Check. It looks good. Check. It looks good. Cool. Gear. Go. Okay. So that's what I check daily, every single time, before I ride. The weekly is going to be the other stuff, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Grab yourself a Smart Rider motorcycle drill booklet. I'll see you guys later.